What if time, space, and every star burst from less than a whisper? Before clocks, before light, there was no before. Tonight, we chase the first spark, the secret blueprint that carved gravity's wells, scattered galaxies, and wrote our names in starlight. Under cold desert skies, lone watchers marked the heavens with bone and shadow. Every rising star was a message, each season a clock. They learned to listen, because on a small world, survival hangs on predictions written in the night. Stories came first, serpents swallowing suns, sacred eggs cracking into worlds. Myths dared to answer what science had not yet learned to ask. Where does everything begin, and why does it end? Beneath those tales lay an ache for origin. Then came stones aligned with solstices, calendars carved from horizon and light. Priest astronomers watched shadows slide across markers, translating sky into ritual and rule. Power grew from predicting dawn after the longest night. Across continents, scholars charted paths of wandering lights. From Babylonian tablets to Arabic Zij tables, precision sharpened. In Damascus, Samarkand, and Cordoba, instruments caught angles so time itself could be measured. Earth was not the center. Circles gave way to ellipses, brass to bruises, as lenses revealed moons circling Jupiter. Heliocentrism bruised pride and freed the sky, making motion a puzzle with new rules. An apple falls, gravity becomes geometry. Space curves, time ticks differently, and motion finds its law. With mathematics, the heavens are no longer divine caprice. They are a sentence written by forces we can read.
A galaxy once looked like a smudge. Then, measured carefully, it raced away. Space itself stretched. The farther the nebula, the faster it fled. Expansion, written in starlight. Our island was not the universe. It was one among billions. A priest physicist proposed a beginning, a primeval atom, a cosmic firework. Not eternal stasis, but a universe with a birth certificate. It sounded like theology until the evidence began to sing. Two engineers chased static in a horn antenna. Pigeons were blamed. Then came the realization. This hiss was the afterglow of creation. Microwaves whispering from every direction. The sky remembering its own ignition. Wind back to the first heartbeat. A trillionth of a second. Inflation. Space ballooned faster than light, ironing wrinkles, stretching quantum jitters into the seeds of structure, the blueprint for every cluster to come. The furnace cooled. Protons caught electrons. Darkness lifted as atoms were born. Hydrogen, helium, a trace of lithium. Light finally traveled freely, painting the universe with a faint, uniform afterglow, like embers under ash. Invisible scaffolding shaped the future. Galaxies swirled too fast for what we see. Something unseen held them. Call it dark matter. Vera Rubin read rotation curves like confessions, revealing halos we could only infer. Gravity gathered gas into the first beacons. Monster stars ignited, fierce and brief, bathing primordial fog in ultraviolet dawn. Newborn galaxies tangled like glowing coral, their light crossing billions of years to our retinas.
Inside stellar hearts, pressure stitched simple into complex. Hydrogen fused to helium, then to carbon and oxygen. When the biggest stars died, they hurled metals across space. We drink what detonations once forged. A dusty disk circled a young sun. Icy pebbles kissed, stuck, and snowballed. Collisions sculpted planets. Debris rained like bullets. In this chaos, order emerged, a clockwork of worlds locked into a quiet dance. Young Earth was a molten bruise. Oceans boiled away, then returned as steam cooled and rain fell for ages. Impacts scarred crust, continents began a slow waltz. From hellfire, the stage for biology set its boards. Life may have sparked in darkness. At vents miles down, minerals built tiny chambers, gradients became batteries, and chemistry rehearsed complexity until something copied itself. From whispers in stone, metabolism found a voice. Oxygen was a revolution. Tiny architects learned to split water with sunlight, exhaling a gas that rusted the world and powered animal minds eons later. Catastrophe for some, opportunity for others. The air itself chose sides. Centuries later, space-time bent under thought. A cloak in Bern sketched light's straightest path and found it curved by mass. Clocks slowed on mountaintops. The cosmos became an elastic stage where energy choreographed motion. The vacuum fizzes. Fields fluctuate. Particles borrow existence. Rules blur. Uncertainty is not confusion, it's architecture. From this foam, early ripples were amplified into galaxies. Randomness became a ruler.
We built rings of magnets to crack open matter's code. Protons slammed together. New particles flashed and vanished. The Higgs field stepped from theory into evidence, revealing why mass clings to things instead of slipping away. But the ledger won't balance. Most of what shapes the cosmos is unseen, and a mysterious pressure pries galaxies apart faster and faster. Call it dark energy. It speaks softly and decides the long future of everything. Then, a new sense. Ripples in space-time. Black holes collided, and Earth shivered by less than an atom's width. We heard gravity sing. Two kinds of light, electromagnetic and gravitational, now cross-check the grand story. We even saw a shadow where light should fail, the silhouette of a monster's edge. A dark circle rimmed by fire proved equations etched a century prior. The abyss was no longer abstract. It had a face we could photograph. A golden observatory unfolded beyond the moon and peered back toward childhood. There, in tiny red-shifted smudges, newborn structures flicker. We are inches from the first sunrise the cosmos ever knew, yet questions multiply. Origins are not a single note, but a symphony. Inflations surge, particles dance, stars alchemy, planets patience, biology's gamble, minds that remember. Creation here is continuous, beginnings nested within beginning. So what is the first cause? A law without a law? A boundary that births time? We stand in the narrow now, reading fossils of light and gravity, daring to name the spark. The next page waits for us to look up and write it.